Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast.
This is a show dedicated to helping you become a better organist.
We're your hosts, Vidas
And Aušra Motūzaitė Pinkevičienė.
We have over 25 years of experience of playing the organ.
And we've been teaching thousands of organists online from 89 countries since 2011.
So now let's jump in and get started with the podcast for today.
We hope you'll enjoy it.
Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Aušra.
Let's start episode 701 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by Richard and he writes, Hey Vidas, I just watched your video of 4 movements Nundanket suite. Very nice. Question. How do the tablets with the music score know when to switch as they do? Thanks, Richard. So this is a question about page turning, right?
Yes, it is.
Want to answer that, Aušra?
Well, I just remembered a very funny, story when we had some house guests during my last birthday, and I was telling to one of them about how I can turn pages by just blinking my eye, and that person actually thought that I'm making fun out of her. She could not believe that things like this are possible, and she thought I'm making a joke and sort of teasing her. But actually that's possible. You just need to have a app for that. And
2 apps.
Yes, 2 apps, and Vidas will tell you now more about them.
Yeah, first of all, we use iPads. Obviously, it could work with iPhones, but the screen is too small for note reading. But we use an app called ForScore. It's connected to an iPad, and then if it's just one tablet, one iPad, you can use just this ForScore and that's it. It would require probably pro subscription, this blinking or facial movement feature. It's not expensive at all, but you pay every year, and then you get this extra feature. But if you have 2 tablets, then you need another app from the same maker. It's called Cue. C-U-E. It's also from the App Store. And once you download it, you open ForScore app on the main iPad where your score is, and then you open Cue app on the secondary iPad. Does it make sense, Aušra?
Oh, yes.
Yes. And then what happens, then you configure, you ask to connect both tablets, right? And then it's called double page feature in Cue. And once you turn the page by touching the screen or blinking or moving your lips, the page turns every 2 pages, not once, not every page, right? So it's like double page feature.
And it's excellent because in that case you are playing like from the real score, like from the book.
Yeah, if let's say I have to go to church and play some in a live setting, like in a graduation, I may not need a secondary iPad because maybe a piece is quite short that I'm playing for that 1 or 2 pages. I can just blink once or twice. That's okay. But if it's a longer piece or even part of a recital, having 2 screens is really, really nice.
Yes, because imagine like Vidas and I, you probably noticed that we play a lot of organ duets and such, really long pieces like concertos, Brandenburg concertos by J.S. Bach. They have like, many, many pages. So if your piece, let's say, takes like 40 or 50 pages, then imagine how many page turnings you would have to do. And it's really time consuming. And to touch the screen, once in a while, it's much easier than, the physically turn the page.
Yeah, we thought about consuming trees, about that, but I think it's not only about that because um, I think the most important reason why we have those two tablets is convenience, as Osha says. We tried to turn the pages on paper and then compare with the tablet, and it's obviously much faster just to click on the screen, right, with a tap of a finger, let's say, if you need to tap once, than to physically turn the page using the paper. And sometimes texture is like that, where you don't have much time to turn, but you have just enough time to tap on the screen, let's say, and that would be enough.
And of course, having tablets like this, you can have some fun and make jokes out of each other. For example, just a few days ago, Vidas was sitting on the organ bench at home and practicing, and I wanted to make a joke on him, play a joke on him actually. And I stood behind him. He could not see me, and I would start blinking just like crazy, and his pages started to turn like back and forth, and he even
Swore.
swore. Yes, I had fun.
Yeah,
Don't do that on purpose, of course, and don't do that during recital.
maybe
It wouldn't be nice, but
it would be nice. Maybe we should do that.
no, but it was fun actually, just to make it fun and to hear how you swear.
You know, sometimes people say, "Oh, it's cheaper to use electronics than paper." It is not actually. I calculated how many photocopies you would have to make in order to make up for the price you paid for that iPad or two iPads, right? You would have to have like hundreds of thousands of copies on paper if you pay, let's say, 2 cents or more for each
Plus,
copy.
we are not the cheaters. We never sort of to break the copyright rule. And if we do, taking pictures of music, it means that we still own, the hard copy or digital copy of the score. So, for example, we have like all paper version of Neue Bauhausgabe, but still we just make photographs out of the real book and put it on our four score program.
Yeah, we just scan them using the app. It has a scanning feature too. So it's really nice. Yeah, we recommend it, right, Osha?
Yes, it's really handy tool.
Plus, you don't have to bring all your books with you on tour if you go abroad. When you go to recitals, you just have one or two iPads, and it's good when you have an important event like this. You keep backup on each of the iPads, backup scores, not only on
Yes,
one but
yeah.
on both. If something happens with one iPad, you at least have a secondary secondary iPad to work from, which wouldn't be very convenient. Yes, twice as many page turns, but
But still,
still it could work.
yes, you could do it.
Mhm. It hasn't happened to us. But I'll tell you what happened actually during our last recital at St. Casimir's Church right after Christmas, on the second day of Christmas. Ausra was waiting for her turn. The first piece was mine, so it was like 5 minutes before recital. I opened the iPad and I started, selecting the music, and on both of them to connect cue and for score and put them on the music rack. And then I noticed that sometimes this iPad behaves in a weird way. Sometimes the cue app doesn't work, right? Doesn't give you the secondary page. And I knew that would happen. You just have to refresh each app, Fourscore and Q app, both of them. You just close them completely and then open them again, connect them. It would maybe take 30 seconds, yes? And I had 5 minutes before recital, and I figured if that happens, I'll still be quite safe. But the first time in our experience, it didn't work. Even after refreshing both apps, it didn't work. It was stressful knowing that time is running out. Ausra doesn't know anything about that. She's preparing on the left. She is not looking at me, and then I'm trying to figure out what to do. So then I just manually restarted both iPads, and that fixed. But of course, it took like 2 minutes maybe with everything, refreshment and restarting. So 2 more minutes, yeah. Save a little bit more time for that. If you have some very important event, start a little bit early. Prepare yourself. Have some additional time. Right, Ausra?
Yes, but actually, no, things happen, even with the paper notes too. Sometimes we fall down. Or, if you are playing from unattached pages, you would sneeze during your performance and, all the music will fly to the church.
I agree. Be prepared for some unprepared, unexpected event. Okay, guys, we hope this was useful to you. Please send us more of a question. We love helping you grow. And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.
This podcast is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online.
It has hundreds of courses, coaching and practice materials for every area of organ playing, thousands of instructional videos and PDFs. You will not find more value anywhere else online.
Total Organist helps you to master any piece, perfect your technique, develop your sight reading skills, improvise or compose your own music, and much, much more.
Sign up and begin your training today at organduo.lt and click on Total Organist. And of course, you will get the first month for free too. You can cancel anytime.
If you need one-on-one coaching, you can check out our page on Buy Me a Coffee platform.
Find out more at buymeacoffee.com/organduo.